Yo, what's going on? It is about 8:15 in the morning here on a Thursday, back in Boulder. Today, I got something very special planned. I'm gonna be meeting up with Lindsay Flanagan, pro marathoner for ASICS. In about 2 weeks, she's gonna be heading to Budapest to compete for the United States World Championships. I'm gonna check in with her today, see how her training is going, and get some thoughts on her upcoming big race.
We are just a couple of weeks away from World Championships Marathon. How are you feeling?
I know, it's a little crazy. I think 2 weeks out from Saturday, and honestly feeling really good and confident. It's been a fun build-up. All of them are a little bit different, but I feel like I can go into this one saying like we kind of dialed into everything. We definitely upped the mileage, you know, from probably like my past buildups. I think I peaked closer to 140, but then it was kind of like, okay, I want to up the mileage, but I want to make sure that the mileage I was doing before, like we just make sure it's really quality. So we kind of experimented with like a longer workout in the morning and doing some shorter workouts in the afternoon, at least once a week. Also for all the long runs, instead of in the past, you know, like I would have a pretty big session maybe Friday, Sunday's an easy long run, and now it's just a little bit more moderate. So maybe like 45, 50 seconds slower than marathon pace. So kind of like use a mile to get into it, and then you've got like, you know, 20, 24 miles at like maybe it's 6:10 to 6:20. So not like an all-out effort or by any means, but just like keeping the quality there. And kind of also something interesting, we added some doubles after a long run. So, you know, you get your 24 in the morning, maybe you have another 4 or 5 in the afternoon, and kind of do that on Wednesdays too, like a 2-hour run, easy in the morning, and like a 30 minutes in the afternoon. So, yeah, just kind of playing around with it. And I think when you've done as many marathons as I have, I think it's fun to mix it up, and it honestly keeps it interesting. Like you could get so stale, be like, okay, I do the same thing every time. So this was the perfect build to be like, all right, let's try some things and see how it goes. So today was just 2 easy runs. This morning we did 9 miles, then we did some strides, some drills, just kind of get the legs going before tomorrow. And then this afternoon we'll do another 30 minutes. And tomorrow I have the last big long run workout. After Saturday, the volume slowly starts to go down. You freshen up. I'm actually heading out Wednesday on the plane, so it's kind of it forces you to taper because you have a long travel. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
In Budapest, do you know what the weather is going to be like out there?
Yeah, so we've kind of got some data from the past years, and I've seen everything from, you know, 58 degrees in the morning to 80 degrees at 7 a.m. So we've kind of been prepping for 80. I'd rather be over prepared. So we've definitely done a lot of, like, all the doubles in the afternoon are always, you know, 95 degrees, but we've had a sauna protocol going in. So I believe I'll finish it up mid next week, and then we'll taper it off to kind of get ready for the race.
What are your goals going out there? Kind of like what is your expectations? What are you visualizing? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I kind of love a World Championships because it's all about competing, and no one cares what your PR is going into this, which I think is so fun. We're all in there. We're all, you know, vying for like top 3, like, you know, you want to put yourself in it. So I'm really excited to compete. I feel like all the workouts I've done like have pointed towards, you know, PR shape, and while, you know, I don't know what the time's going to be on the day, like I know I have the fitness to compete with, you know, the best out there. So I'm going to put myself in it. You know, I'm getting a little bit older, you know, now I'm 32. The last time I did a World Champs was 2017. I was just a really different runner at that point. So I think I'm ready to actually put myself in it and kind of see what happens. I mean, definitely want to be in the top 10, and, you know, I want to be fighting for, you know, one of those top spots. I think I'll be able to work with Kira and Susanna pretty well. We have a really strong team, so that'll be kind of a fun dynamic too.
Yeah, now last year's team did really well. It had a strong showing.
Yeah.
Does that put pressure on you for this year?
No, I think it kind of just excites me. I mean, I look at what Emma, Sarah, Kira did last year. I mean, they put themselves in the race. Like, they were competing, and like they placed super high. They ran really fast. So I see that, and you go, you know, why not? Those are my ASICS teammates. They went out and executed it, so I should be able to do the same.
It is now a little bit before 4 o'clock, and I am in the car. I'm gonna drive over to Davidson Mesa to meet up with Lindsay for one more run this afternoon. I've run up at Davidson Mesa before, and it's a beautiful spot to run. Such fantastic views, but it's really windy out right now, so I'm hoping that we're not gonna get too much of that on the run, but if it's windiness or like a hailstorm, I guess I'll take the wind. On the path. Did you go and hit the sauna today?
I think I'm gonna hit the sauna after this.
Okay.
The reason why I run here every afternoon is because the gym is about 30 seconds that way.
All right.
So I can like finish the run, core temp is high, go sit and get my sweat on.
Now when you do your heat training, do you go sit in the sauna like a normal person, or do you put on extra layers for that?
No, I am a normal person.
Okay.
I bring my little towel in there.
Okay.
The reason I might get one for the garage is it's like pretty gross if you think about like
Yeah.
all of us are just in there. There's like 8 people in there, which is fine because it gets hotter that way. We're all just like in each other's sweat. I'm like, this is kind of gross.
If there's a situation where you're kind of leading a pack or a chase pack, is that something that you feel comfortable doing, or would you rather kind of tuck in behind other people? Where do you kind of like to put yourself in the race?
Yeah, I feel like, you know, you want to save as much energy as possible. Like it's great to kind of, you know, be in a pack and just kind of feed off that energy. But I also do every single workout solo, and like a lot of it is just going out and executing what you have to do that day. So I feel like I'm really dialed into that just because every day, you know, every workout day is like, okay, here's your assignment, go do it. So I feel comfortable like and confident in my abilities. But yeah, I think it's a little combination of both. Like I don't mind leading, but then you kind of see where you can save energy too.
Okay, and then from a nutrition standpoint, what is your gels and bottles going to look like for you?
Yeah, it's great. I've kind of went from maybe getting in like 30 grams of carbs an hour to 60, and that's something we've like really built up over the build up. So I'm going to use Precision Hydration and Fuel. They've been awesome. We did sweat testing, like figured out exactly how much sodium I need to kind of figure out like you don't go kind of into that red zone during the race. So super excited to be working with them, and yeah, I mean getting in more carbs is not a bad thing.
When there's moves and surges and things like that, sometimes you got to cover them, sometimes you let them go.
For sure.
Are those kind of pace changes things that you train for, like you put that into your workouts, or is that just something you rely on your fitness to be able to cover?
Yeah, it's actually funny you say that. Like even tomorrow, my last workout, it's 20K of 1K on, 1K off. So you're kind of practicing the whole time, like surging, then like slowing down, surging, slowing down, because it is, I mean, if you haven't practiced that, it can be such like a mental, like, oh my gosh, what's happening? But we do that probably at least once a week. So yeah, feel good about that.
Oh, great. Well, thank you.
Yeah.